Hello everyone, my name is Yawan Sun. I'm from Southwest University of China. First of all, it is a great honor to be invited into this symposium. And today I'm going to introduce part of my research with the title of Effects of Dandelion Extract on Promoting Production Performance and Reducing Mammary Oxidative Stress in Dairy Cow with High Concentrate Diet. And first, when we look at the background, as we all know, with the development of dairy producing, we also need a lot of forage resource. However, in China and also in Southeast Asia, we all lack of high quality forage. So to meet the energy requirement of lactating cows, some producers have to increase the ratio of their concentrate diet. However, long-term feeding of high concentrate diet will induce abnormal rumen metabolism and the rumen acidosis. Under these situations, large amount of LPS will be released to the systematic circulation. In general, LPS will cause oxidative stress in these two ways. First, it can stimulate the toll-like receptor 4 and NF-kappa B pathway to increase the cytokine and the ROS. And it can also stimulate the immune cells directly to produce the ROS. In tradition, people use antibiotics to avoid these problems. However, it may cause some environmental issues. So in that way, people are looking for some alternatives of the antibiotics. In these studies, we select dandelion, which is a traditional Chinese herb with the ability of anti-inflammation and antioxidants to solve this problem. So in this study, 60 healthy Holstein cows were divided into 3 groups, which are low concentrate diet group, high concentrate diet group, and the high concentrate diet group with dandelion extract. And we measured these 3 types of samples and these 5 types of indicators. So for the results, HC group and the DAE group were higher in the milk yield and the dry matter intake compared with LCD. But when we look at the milk synthesis efficiency, LCD group were higher than the other 2 groups. And for the HCD group, they have the highest somatic cell count. But when we add the dandelion extract, it can solve this problem in some degrees. And for the ruminal pH, HCD group had the lowest pH value. But when we add the dandelion extract, it can increase this pH. And for the LPS, in both ruminal and plasma pH concentration, HCD group had the highest value. But when we add the dandelion extract, it can decrease the LPS levels in some degrees. And for the oxidative damage markers, HCD group had the highest value and compared with the other 2 groups. But when we add the dandelion extract, it can decrease this marker concentration. But when we look at the correlation analysis, the plasma LPS were all positively correlated with these 3 markers. And for the antioxidant enzyme activities, even though there's one enzyme with significant difference, but when we look at the correlation, CAT, SOD, and the TALC were all negatively correlated with the plasma LPS. NRF2 is a key regulator in antioxidative, but when we look at these mRNA expressions, the addition of dandelion extract can increase the gene expression, which means the regulator was stimulated and to activate the downstream XCT gene and the NQA1 genes. So in summary, under the high concentrate feeding pattern, the milk production can be maintained in a relatively high levels, but the other indicators will be affected in varying degrees. Adding dandelion extract, it can increase the pH value and inhibit LPS production, and it can also enhance the antioxidant capacities by activating NRF2 pathways. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening.